tonight. Can you tell us anything about this, Alicia?
We don't have any details on that yet. We're still reporting the story out, but it'll definitely be interesting as hours and minutes go by to find out what exactly happened.
Do you know where the club was?
Don't know where the club was. I mean, we know that she was in town this week. I'm in LA, as is most, entertainment people are here for the Grammys, so there's been a ton of lead-up events. So she's been in several events.
So when you were interviewing her, was she promoting her film? Was she promoting new music? You said you interviewed her with Clive Davis just very recently.
Yeah, she was promoting her album, her last album that she came out with, and it was a big deal because she hadn't put music out in a while. She hadn't done interviews in a long time, so we were excited to see, what would she say? What did she sound like? The voice sounded great. Clive Davis discovered her. He was her mentor, so that's why he was with her during the interview, and he's actually supposed to be having a party right now, his annual party, so, one has to wonder, will he even show up? What's he feeling? This woman that he knew since she was a teenager and groomed, and now for her to be dead.
What do you think the significance of Whitney Houston's career is going to be?
I think the significance and the legacy is just going to be that pure talent. There's so many songs that she put out. I Will Always Love You, Didn't We Almost Have It All? She just had the purest voice. And in fact, I interviewed and covered this Jennifer Hudson event today. And Jennifer said Whitney Houston absolutely inspired her. She grew up singing her songs, and it was all about Whitney. So that just shows you one example of how she influenced people.
How is the mood out there? Is this news spreading very quickly, I would imagine?
It's spreading extremely quickly. All my publicist friends and contacts have been emailing and calling. I had people calling crying because they couldn't believe it. And these are industry people, these are people that knew her and worked with her. And it's just sad. I think everybody is in a state of shock and just just very, very sad, because what a talent. What a talent.
What an incredible talent is, right. Had you heard anything recently about her using again or anything to that effect?
Well, of course, there are always, these unsubstantiated reports that she had gotten back on drugs. There wasn't anything that we can confirm yet. But I think this is a cautionary tale of Hollywood. We don't know why she's dead. But again, you look at these people that end up in rehab, these people that, are gone too soon. It's a tale. It's a cautionary tale that you have to take care of yourself. You can't abuse your body.
Do you think her voice had suffered in recent years?
Yeah, her voice wasn't at its peak, back in the 80s. She could hit every single note. And, of course, because of her lifestyle, it had taken a toll on her voice. So I can say that with authority, her voice wasn't the same. Was it still a gorgeous voice that a lot of people would kill for? Yes. Was it the voice of the Whitneys of the 80s? No.
Okay, Alicia, I also wanted to ask you about, we were hearing reports that you possibly may have even gone on to be one of the hosts of American Idol.
Yeah, there were all these reports that she was signing up to be on American Idol, which, again, is so sad because it wasn't like Whitney Houston hasn't been working or wasn't getting offers. This is a woman who's been on the come-up as of late, so it's just really shocking that a woman that was signing deals and making movies and putting out albums, that this happens.
Has there been any reaction out of Bobby Brown's camp as this news is breaking?
There hasn't been a reaction from his camp so far. There hasn't been a reaction from her daughter so far. So we don't know, they're at the hospital where they are. I think it would take a bit to put out a reaction because I'm sure they're going to be in shock and just grieving.
Okay, Alicia Quarles of the Associated Press, which has broken the story of Whitney Houston, dead at the age of 48. Thank you for joining us. Now I'm going to go to Chris Witherspoon. He is the entertainment editor of the Griot.